And you can't ever prove God exists. I mean, or that he loves us if he did exist.
Actually, I think you can.
Okay, I'd like to hear this one.
Okay, just look at all the evidence from...
Hello?
Quiet, please.
Yeah, I'm on set.
All right,
No, I
let's
can't talk right
try
now.
this again. Back to one.
Listen, I gotta go.
Roll
All right,
cameras.
bye.
And action.
Well, obviously, she has more to say on this than we have time for. But Emma's right. There's a ton of evidence that God exists in science, math, physics, cosmology, philosophy. If you're interested, just type "prove God" in the code box of our website. The point is, nearly everyone wants to be perfectly happy. Everybody wants to be unconditionally loved. They want perfect answers to every question. They want perfect justice. They want conflicts and wars to end so that everyone can be perfectly happy and live in perfect unity together. Level 3 can't give us that. The good that we can do in this world is never perfect, and it doesn't really last. So what do? Well, either life is meaningless because you can't ever really have what you want deep in your heart, or she's right, and there really is a God who's unconditionally loving and can fulfill all of our deepest desires. I'll bet a lot of you guys are going to have the same questions you're about to hear. So let's get back to the class. Peace out. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm level 3 to 4 person. And it seems to me that level 3 and 4 don't just make you happier. They also make the world a better place. I mean, think about what the world would be like if everybody only cared about level 1 and level 2.
There are a lot of cultures that just emphasize levels 1 and 2. And those cultures usually don't come up with great systems of education and hospitals and charities that help the poor. You don't see a lot of egotistical cultures and cultures that are only looking for physical pleasure, wanting to make a positive difference to people who are weak or vulnerable or sick. So those aren't typically the kinds of cultures that most people want to live in.
So like Nazi Germany.
Yeah, and black slavery and mine human sacrifices.
Well, I think our culture is very level 1 and level 2. There's just so much emphasis on how you look and how smart and talented you are.
It's like all the media ever talks about is the famous and popular people, but if you actually look at them, their lives are so messed up.
I think level 2 is important, but they don't ever talk about the good things that are happening on TV. I mean, if you go on YouTube, you can get a lot of videos about people doing really great things for other people. But you only get like one story about that every now and then. And it's like, just because they want to make you feel good. But they just spend the rest of the time pushing level 1 and 2.
So like, what level of happiness is YouTube?
Well, things aren't where the happiness resides in. Happiness is about our attitude towards the thing. So, for example, if I make a YouTube video because I want to make a lot of money and then go out and buy a huge steak and eat it, that would be level 1, right? But if I make a YouTube video where I jump into a pile of tomatoes so that all my friends think I'm cool, then that would be using YouTube for level 2. If I make a YouTube video that shows people something like, how to fix a broken leg so that you can help other people, that'd be level 3. Or if I use YouTube and create a video that talks about God and how beautiful God is and maybe sing a song about the beauty and awesomeness of God so that other people are inspired, that would be using YouTube for level 4.
I have a question. Level 1 is immediate gratification, right? But you're saying like it's the lowest level. So why are things that we need for our survival, like food, so unimportant?
Oh, they're not unimportant. God takes level 1 very seriously, and he cares a lot about your physical needs. Like in the Bible, he sent manna to the ancient Israelites who were wandering around in the desert so they wouldn't starve to death, right? The church takes level 1 very seriously. Care for the poor, feeding the hungry, taking care of the sick and the needs of the homeless are really important ministries in the church. And in fact, a lot of saints became saints because of their care for the level 1 needs of other people.
Is there a way that immediate gratification could last longer?
Yeah, if you lick a lollipop instead of chew it, it'll last longer.